Glad you're able to make it to this is our 15th webinar. So that's a record, a record that we're going to keep breaking because it's the only one in existence. So that's lucky for us. Glad to have you guys out here. We're just a few housekeeping things for those of you that just logged on. Please keep your phones on mute. If you have any questions, feel free to send them through the chat board, and we'll get right to them. Also, please fill out the survey. Let us know how we're doing. Let us know what you'd like to see, what you love, what you hate, your favorite ice cream flavor, whatever. We love to hear it all. And that link is po.st/DI survey. And again, I will be sending an email out with all that information. So don't worry if you don't have it just yet. Also, please check out our website at www.DealerInspired.com. There is a link to hashtag DI How Do I with a lot of great stuff. So what we're all about. So please check that out. So this is a really exciting webinar that we have today. We have another. Oh, I guess I should tell you who I am. My name is Shawnee Avery Scott. I am the training evangelist here at DealerInspired. So I'm here to teach you everything you want, need, have to know about DealerInspired and all the great tech that we do here. I have a nice soothing voice, so I'm also, I can listen to your problems if you need to. And so that's what I do, and that's who I am. And today, our guest is none other than HondaPro Jason. So it's important to say HondaPro because I know that so many people call him Jason, and they're like, "Who's this Jason guy?" As soon as you say HondaPro Jason, then they know exactly who he is, and he is an amazing guy. And he's going to talk to us all about creating an engaging vehicle walkaround and how you can use that video, how it integrates with DealerInspired's YouTube plugin on a WordPress site, and how you can just, it just makes your site even more dynamic. People want to go to your site. They want to check out the vehicles and all the great stuff. So, HondaPro, you there?
I am here. Thank you very much. It's awesome to be here today.
He's here, folks. Don't you worry.
I'm here. Can you hear me? Shawnee, can you hear me?
Oh, yep, I got you. Sorry, I was on, my computer was on mute. My bad. All right.
Okay, well, and it's great to be here today. Thank you so much for the opportunity. This is my very first webinar.
Yeah, but you do so many great stuff that I have a hard time believing that you could possibly be nervous.
Not nervous, more excited. And thank you everyone for joining. It's really awesome. I've been getting a lot of really good feedback. A lot of people are excited to see what we're going to be talking about today, so it's been great. Let me tell you a little background about me. I'm mostly known for my YouTube, which is a great reason why I'm here today, and a lot of my walkarounds. Right now I have over 22,000 subscribers and almost 5.5 million views on YouTube. And what we're going to do is we're going to talk a little bit first on kind of, Shawnee, can you explain to everyone what DealerInspired does so they kind of have a background, and then I can get right into the presentation?
Absolutely, yeah. What I'm going to say is merely a fraction of what we do here at DealerInspired, but basically we create amazing, dynamic, and responsive websites, primarily for auto dealers. We have a sister company, Launch Digital Marketing, that has a full platform of marketing strategies as well as non-dealer sites. But at DealerInspired, we do you have your website that can holds all your inventory and all that stuff. But what we have behind it is backed by this amazing web platform with full analytics. We really believe in transparency, so we have the true ROI calculator, so you know exactly where your money is going and how much it's making you. If you have any of the other offshoot programs. Customer profiling, so you know exactly who's coming to your site and what you could sell them and what they need. The most important thing is advanced CEO. We're one of the most comprehensive search engine optimization companies that you want to get ranked. We're going to rank you on all the search engines. And last but certainly not least, we also do awesomeness. So that is what we're about. We're about kicking ass and taking names and being awesome. We're scrappy. So that's what Dealer Inspired does. And we are an advocate for the automotive dealerships. And, we want to inspire dealers to, you know, be creative on their websites and convert leads and make some sales.
That's awesome. That helps a lot. So let me kind of put this into layman's terms and why it's important and how Dealer Inspire actually connects videos. So your videos are connected directly with your YouTube channel. So you have a video and all you do is you upload it to a YouTube channel and then you name it in the title with, if you want, the VIN and the stock number, year, make, model, trim, year, make, model, or a custom word or phrase. And what Dealer Inspired does is, you guys can see right in this little selection down in the bottom right, that picture I put up. Yes, I know it's a Ford Fiesta, but it's a really good representation of how we do things. So somebody goes to your website and they're looking at a Ford Fiesta SE front-wheel drive two-door hatchback. And once they put that information in, because you've also titled your YouTube video the same, there's a spot there where you can press play and you can actually watch a video of that car right in that website. And the reason why you can put year, make, model, or you can get really, really, really deep into it, is if you just want to make one video for all your Honda Accords that are 2015, you can name that one video that, and then every time someone looks for a 2015 Accord on your website, boom, it shows right up. And this is kind of what it looks like when you're uploading. On the right, you'll see a picture of me. But what that is that's YouTube's Capture app. And you can enter the title right in the Capture app, and the Capture app's used for mobile. So you can take a video with your device, you name that video, and then we go in there and find that name and match it with someone looking for that car on your website. We put them all together and play it. And the one on the left is just the regular, what you'd see on a desktop version of the same thing. And there you can see I put in 2016 Honda CR-V with the stock number. So when someone goes on your website and they're looking for that stock number, boom, that video shows right up. And what's great is it shows up on your website. They don't have to go to YouTube. It's much different than putting a YouTube link on your site or on your Facebook page or on your Twitter page. And now someone goes to YouTube, which is fine, but then they're going to see everyone else's videos, not just the ones you want to see. So here, they never leave your website. And we frame it out nice and easy, and it just plays right there, which I think is really cool. I've never really seen anything like that. So why does Dealer Inspired use YouTube? Well, same reason a lot of people use YouTube. It does save time. So for you, if you have a website and you're a dealership listening to what this is, because right now, guys, I do understand that there's probably some people that work at dealerships. Some of my fans are out here listening, which is awesome. I'm so happy you guys are here, and I'm going to get into the cool walk-around stuff in a minute. But for the dealerships, it saves you time because you don't have to upload a video to YouTube and then link that video to your page or embed it to your page and do all this extra work. We do everything for you here. Also, the search engine optimization, much like Shawnee said earlier, YouTube is the second largest search engine next to Google. So when people are searching on YouTube, your videos can show up and it can link it right back to your webpage. And you just reach more people. I mean, every minute there's hundreds and hundreds of more people going on YouTube, putting videos up on YouTube and just searching for things. So how is this beneficial to you? Well, in videos, you can show so much more than photos. So great, somebody comes to your dealership and you hand them a brochure and they can look at it, but they can't really see the different buttons. They can't hear how things sound. It's just a two-dimensional thing. So you can show so much more than you can in just a photo. Videos convey emotion, and buyers buy an emotion, so that's super important. People can watch or just listen to your video. So you can have a video on your page, they can click on it, and they can be cooking dinner and listening to it. They can rewind and they can listen to other parts if they want to. They can listen to it in their free time. They can always pause it. So there's so many advantages to the video, and that's another big benefit. Your dealership will be remembered. Not everyone's doing YouTube videos, so you'll definitely stay out there and you'll stay in people's minds. Videos are easily shared. This is my favorite thing of all time, and this is one of the reasons why I've been so successful. Videos are so easily, people love to share videos. So if you make a good, engaging video, they're going to give it to their brother to watch. They're going to send it over to their cousin. And if someone comes into your dealership and they grab a brochure, that two-dimensional picture brochure is just going to sit on their desk, and no one else is really going to see it. So that's another good reason. Filming videos, so easy. You can film a video with your cell phone, and you can upload it really easily with an app that YouTube has called Capture. Or you can film it with an actual video camera and a cameraman, and with some really simple editing, you can upload that right to YouTube. A couple filming tips, things that I've learned over the years. When filming with the cell phone, always, always, always film in landscape. That's a sideways mode, not the up and down portrait mode. Because when you film up and down, you're going to get those two black lines on the side. And I mean, no one wants to sit through a video with two big black lines on the side. So just film it in the long way. It's easier to upload, and people will be more apt to watch it. Film inside if you can. It's a little easier to control the light and the sound. But if you do have to film outside, try to use some sort of microphone, either a lavalier mic or a boom mic, or just something to reduce some of the wind that's going to be happening around you. Okay, this is what I want to start with here, is how not to do a walk around. A couple tips that I have for you guys that I've seen other people do, and it just doesn't add to the enjoyment of watching a video. Try not to rush through the video. It's really exciting to do a video, and sometimes you just want to get it done. You practice it, and you're really excited to get it out there. Speak slow, speak clear, so people can understand you, and they're more apt to take in what you've said and remember what you've said if you don't rush through. It also makes you seem more professional. Don't use the camera zoom. On your camera or your phone, try not to zoom in and out. If you want to show something, take the camera and just literally just push it towards what you want to see, and then pull it back out. It's, again, a lot easier for people to watch, and some people get a little sick if you keep zooming in and out all the time. Don't get too technical unless somebody requests it. So if you can do a basic walk around a car, try not to show them exactly how to set up the Bluetooth. Unless they say, hey, can you do a walk around and show me how to set up the Bluetooth? Then for sure. Otherwise, walk through the vehicle and just try to keep things basic. Because you really want to tease people and give them the information so they call you, they come into the dealership, you can do a walk around in person, you can explain and find out what their wants and needs are, and sell them a car. Don't use car lingo. Just like when you're talking to people in person, try to stay away from ABS, CD player, PW for power windows. These are things that a lot of us use that are in the car industry, and enthusiasts use these terms all the time, but the common person might not know what that means, so you don't want to lose them. The importance of an energetic walk around, and who better to tell you this than me? I'm very energetic in a lot of my walk arounds, and here are some of the reasons I think these are really important. If you're excited, your viewers are going to be excited because they can feel that come through the screen, come through the TV, through the monitor. You also keep the interest of people. If you're doing a walk around and it's a 2015 Honda Accord LX and you're talking like this, who wants to listen to that? I mean, it's kind of boring. So you kind of pep it up a little bit and get people excited. It also helps you stand out in a crowd of thousands of people doing walk arounds.
Hey, HondaPro, I got to say, I think we need to come up with another word for you because excited is pretty much an understatement.
We'll work on that. I'm sure I can find a thesaurus and we'll go through some other ideas.
Yeah.
How to do a great, and for those again that are listening, the way I am in my videos and the way I present myself is the way I am in real life. I am bouncing off the walls. I seem like I'm fully caffeinated constantly, and it's fun. I really, really enjoy what I'm doing, and I hope others enjoy it too. So that's how I am. How to do a great walk-around video. Okay, real basic stuff. Start with an introduction. This is forgotten about a lot. Give your name and explain to people what the video is about, so they kind of know what to expect for the next 5 to 8 minutes that they're going to be watching. Talk to the camera. That engages your audience, just like you do in real life. When you meet someone and you're talking to them about a car, you're trying to sell them a car, you look at them in the eyes, and you speak to them, just like you do on film. Don't be afraid of that at all. Don't forget to smile. People want to see you have fun, because then again, they think you're having fun, they're having fun also. Make sure that you point at what you're showing. You're in a video, so you're not on the phone. You have the opportunity, just like in real life, to point to things. Point to the radio knob, point to the steering wheel, point to the fold-away, breakaway mirrors, point to the things that you're talking about so people can follow you visually. And try to show something special, different, or unique that your vehicle offers. I don't care if you're selling Chevys or Porsches, there's going to be unique features about the car that other people probably don't know. I'm very well known for showing off that on Hondas, the center cap on the wheel perfectly aligns with the valve stem. So I show that to people, and people remember that. And they keep watching more videos, hoping to learn more little things like that. Finish your walk around with a summary. I'm glad you guys got to walk around the car with me. I hope you enjoyed what I showed you. Wasn't that radio feature really cool? Give your name, your dealership name, your contact information so they can get more information later on.
Hey, HondaPro, if I could just
what's up?
if I could just interject for a second, the whole thing about pointing out what's different or unique, that's also kind of a testament to whoever's giving the walk around, right? That they're paying attention to those details and that they really know the car that they're showing.
Exactly true. Very, very good point. A couple of tips on uploading videos. When you upload the video, make sure you use the title bar to enter the vehicle information. Just like I spoke about at the beginning of this webinar, you want to put, the year, make, and model of the car, or the year and model, or the stock number. You can even put the VIN number, or with the DealerInspired technology, you can put whatever you want in there. If you want to put, fuzzy dice, all your cars that have fuzzy dice in it will all show up. So that video will be plugged in your website with all the fuzzy dice web searches that you have. So whatever you want to put in there, you can. And then the description box underneath, add as much information about the vehicle as you can. You want to add all the options a car has, you can do that. Add all your contact information, all your dealership information, because on YouTube, that's where people look to get more info. They're done watching the video, they're like, okay, now let me learn a little bit more, let me contact them. They're going to look in that description box and try to find out how to get to you. So I did a couple of promo videos, and I've been talking to a lot of people through messaging, and I promised everybody the perfect walk around. How to do the perfect walk around? Well, there's really no perfect walk around. Every viewer is different, and everyone's looking for different things when watching the video. So the two things I can tell you guys that are true are keep things basic and keep things fun. Hope this has been educational and cool, neat to listen to. Remember, DealerInspire plus YouTube equals success, and success equals more car sales.
All right. Well, that was chock full of information. I'm going to open it up for anybody. If anybody has any questions, you can send them through the chat. And, HondaPro, he's here. So, and it doesn't even have to be just about, walk-arounds. Like if you have a question for him, let's go. Oh, okay, here we go. Let's see. Jason Brewer, he wants to know that he's a big fan and advocate of the YouTube Capture app, but they don't have an Android version. Do you know of anything Android friendly?
I'm an Apple guy, and a lot of people know that from some of my videos. I can definitely do some research. Go ahead and shoot me an email. I'll have my email on the bottom of this. I believe Shanti is going to put it on there for everybody. And let me do a little research. I know YouTube has something like Capture for Android. Let me find out what it is, and let me get some reviews on it too for you.
Okay.
Great question. Thank you.
I know one of our guys, in fact, he'll be doing a webinar at the end of this month, I believe, Alan Hain. He's the lawn care nut and also the VP of digital marketing here. And he says that Android does have a YouTube Capture, and the Creator Studio app works as well.
Thank you, Alan. That's awesome.
So, okay. So let's see. We have another question here. If you share a video from a DealerInspired site, does it direct the viewer to the DealerInspired site or YouTube? Um, let's see. If I'm correct about this, and I'm sure one of my bosses will hop in here. It says it stays on the DealerInspired site. So we want to make sure that if they're looking at a video on a dealership's website, they want to keep them on that website because that's where that's where you're going to buy the car. So it opens up in a light box. So the answer to that question, John, is yeah, it'll stay on the DealerInspired site because part of our marketing plan is like we don't want people to leave the site. We want the more cars that our clients sell, and the more successful they are, and the more successful we are. So we want to make sure that people stay on that site. Here we go. Here's a good question for you, Honda. So what's the ideal length of a vehicle walk around?
In all the vehicle walkarounds, that's a great question. All the vehicle walkarounds I've done, I really think that the 5 to 8 minute ones really attract enough people, keep their interest as far as walkarounds that you're doing because somebody hasn't bought a car yet. So you want to entice someone to come in to buy the car, you want to show off the car a little bit. 5 to 8 minutes is perfect. Now, I also do some walkarounds for people that own the cars. And those walk-around videos can go from anywhere between 20 and 40 minutes, still keeping people's interest because they own the car and they want to learn more about it.
Okay. Just switching over here to, so if anybody has, there's HondaPro's information if you have some more questions for them or anything. Let's see, any other questions that we have out there? Oh, okay, here we go. How do you deal with keeping up with new models? That's a good question because I know I think cars are right behind electronics with innovating and coming up with new standards and new tech all the time. So how, I guess my question to add on to that with keeping up with new models, how often should you do a vehicle walk around?
Well, I think you should do a vehicle walk around. Let me do that one first. Every time there's a major change in the car. So if you're doing a vehicle walk around on a brand new car because it just came out in 2015 and that car is unchanged for 16 and 17, what I normally do is I go back in there and I'll change the name of the title from 16 to 17 because there really are no changes. Now if there's a mid-model refresh, which means they've changed a couple of things, headlights, taillights, maybe some interior technology they've changed, I'd go ahead and either do a new video or just do a video supplement that'll show the changes in their car and then link the first video underneath it so they can get to both of those.
Okay.
And the way I keep up with all my research, I research Honda from the time I wake up to the time I go to sleep. I'm searching for the word Honda and anything to do with Honda worldwide on Twitter and Google+, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and I'm constantly looking at videos and getting information, and then I'll process all that information myself, turn it around and give it to all the Honda fans as I think it's appropriate based on what area they live in and what social media platform I'm using.
Okay. Another question, another really good question. Now, when you do the walk around, should you use the top of the line model or like the middle level trim?
That's another great question. I don't normally recommend using the base trim. There's just normally not a lot of really cool, fun things to talk about in the base trim. And a lot of base trims come with things like steel wheels, and I don't want someone looking at it and being turned off because they saw a car that they wouldn't want to own. I normally go for the middle trim or the upper trim. And you can explain in your video, I'm doing a video on the upper trim. Not all the trims are going to have this navigation system, but this one does. And I think people get that. But there's no reason to do a video on every single trim level of every single car unless you want your website to just be packed with all those videos, which you can do. You can do a video on every stock number if you'd like.
Okay. Now, well, let me ask, okay, going along with that as well. So for any of our dealership owners, what's the baseline? Should they kind of like, take evaluation of what trim they're selling the most, who their, client base are? Like, I'm assuming that if you're, a Jaguar or, Mercedes dealer, that you're probably going to go more top of the line. But, if you're one of the more, everyday cars, that you might want to go with the middle trim or something. Like, is that something for our dealership owners to know, like, you know, know their client base?
Yes, a lot of it I think is based on how many cars you have in stock. If you're one of the biggest Toyota dealerships in the country and you have thousands of cars in stock, you certainly aren't going to do a video on every single car. You might just want to do a video on 2015 Camry, and then you can do one on the Corolla. But if you're a smaller dealership, it might make sense to do a Toyota Corolla LE, and then maybe you can break it down to color too if you have even limited inventory. Normally used car inventory, people do vehicle walkarounds on each individual car because they're different by so much. But in new cars, I'd really base it on inventory. The bigger the dealership, the less specific you'd get versus the smaller dealerships.
Okay. Um, More questions. This is great, guys. Keep the questions coming. Okay, so John wants to know: can you recommend an affordable mic? Like, do you have a favorite brand?
Yeah, I actually bought the Shure brand. I believe it's SURE. It was, I think, $300 or $400. It's a lavalier mic. It sounds really good. I've been using it for about 2 years. Before that, I had a Sony Handycam, and the microphone on that was really good for the inside, but not amazing for outside. And before that, I was using cell phones. Don't be afraid. I'd much rather you guys go out there and take videos with cell phones versus saying, well, I have to go out and get a camera, and now I need to get a microphone. Just go out there and just start shooting. Kind of get used to things. Use your phone. Use a YouTube capture app or a simple editing software like an iMovie software where you can put the whole movie in there and it'll upload right to YouTube for you. It's really easy to do, and you can start right now.
Okay. I'm just imparting some. I know some of you guys have talked about what your favorite mics are, so I'm just putting those in the comment section here so you could take a look at them, as well as Jason's recommendation. And now I have to figure out what. Okay, well, oh, here we go. All right, another question. Okay. um, okay, Jason Brewer, you might have to clarify this. So right now I'm going to point it to you, HondaPro. So
Okay.
do you share your walkarounds on social? And if so, do you post natively in Facebook or do you just post the YouTube link? So if I understand the question correctly, is it easier to, uh, do you post in Facebook and push it out to your other social medias, or do you just put the link out there?
I, I,
That'd be
I
question, right?
normally, yeah, no, that's question perfect. I know exactly what he's meaning because when you do a walk around video, you can post it to YouTube, and then you can take that YouTube link and you can put it on Twitter, Facebook, Google Plus, whatever you want to do, or you can upload it right to Facebook.
Okay.
Some advantages and disadvantages, I do them both. It really depends on the video. And what I do is I'll put everything on YouTube because more people use YouTube than use Facebook. And YouTube can be shared and watched by anyone, anywhere, anytime. I put some things on Facebook because Facebook won't share links to YouTube like they will share videos within the Facebook application. So if it's a shorter video and it doesn't take a long time to upload to Facebook and Facebook can handle the video, I'll upload it to Facebook and then I'll also upload it to YouTube, and then from YouTube I can share it to Twitter, to Google Plus, to some other social medias that way.
Okay. And now, as far as DealerInspired goes, I know that once again, we basically pretty much want to keep everyone, visitors on our client site. So we want to keep them on DealerInspired. But for at the same time, a lot of our dealerships, they do have their YouTube channel, which integrates perfectly into their DealerInspired website. So it's almost like, there's no need to go into YouTube. So that's on the dealer side. And for, a lot of you folks, I don't know how many, I know I myself have a WordPress blog, and I'm able to push whatever I post out to all of my social media accounts. So, of course, as HondaPro mentioned, you always want to have YouTube as the base. You never want to directly input a video into WordPress. You use YouTube as your base, but then if you want to post it on your WordPress site, it'll go everywhere. So yeah, I mean, basically, make sure I'm saying this right, HondaPro, is that YouTube is your base, but then you can push it out to whatever you need for the individual user.
In the most part, there are some videos that I will just put on Facebook. Some videos I'll put just on Google Plus. What happens with social media sites, unlike YouTube, is they get pushed down as you post more. So if I do this amazing, unbelievable video on this brand new HRV that's going to be in dealerships in about a week, by the way, and I put it on my Facebook page, after about, I don't know, 2 or 3 posts, you won't be able to see that on my page anymore. It'll still be in the news feed, but it won't be showing up as much. But it'll always be on my YouTube page, and I can put it right on the front page if I want. So I'll mix it up. I don't ever put all my videos in one basket. I always mix them up a little bit because they're different social media pages present them differently and to different people.
Okay. All right. So, all right. Do we have any more questions from anyone? All right. This was a great webinar. This is a lot of fun, man. Hey, HondaPro, you are a pro. Great job for your first webinar. It was amazing.
Thank you very much. It was really awesome. It was a lot of fun. It was different than what I'm used to. I mean, usually people get to look at me and watch what I do, and this time, for you guys that don't know, I'm literally sitting in an office just staring at the computer. I see the same thing you guys see. So it's really kind of out of my element, but it was a lot of fun. And thank you, everyone, for joining me today. It was really, really great.
Yeah, and what you guys don't know is that we actually had to duct tape him down to the chair so he wouldn't walk around. You know what? One more question before we go. Rick Kruger's asking, what do you think about Periscope? Periscope being the live streaming, the live stream from Twitter, I believe, is Periscope. How do you feel about that used for a walk around?
I don't know enough about that to comment. I didn't know that Twitter did a live streaming video.
Okay, yeah, I might have it. I know that it came out a few months ago, so it's still kind of in its infancy. But
I'm gonna have to check that out for sure. If it's video live streaming in Twitter, I'm in. I'm gonna check it out for sure. Periscope, here I come.
All right. Well, again, thank you so much, man. It was truly a pleasure. Everybody, thank you so much for your questions. That was great. So, just real quick, you should have your survey in your email. If not, again, here it is right here, po.st/DISURVEY. And our next webinar is from our very own CEO, Joe Chura, and he's going to talk about geofencing. Geofencing is this amazing technology that we have, and I gotta tell you, I've become like the biggest nerd about personalization and geofencing. I love it. So he's going to talk to us about how to crush your competition, how to really contain them, and do some conquest campaigns to get that share of that market. And as always, feel free to email me at DI@DealerInspired.com if you have any questions regarding WordPress, the back end of WordPress, the dashboard, anything like that. Contact us at sales@DealerInspired.com if you've seen some innovations that we have that you're really into, especially if you're looking for PPC campaigns or some content marketing, all that great stuff. And yes, that's it for today. This was great. Thank you so much. And again, I am Shawnee, the trainer of technologies for innovative dealers such as yourself. Thank you so much, and we will talk to you soon.